What up, Schmoedown rockers? So, it wasn't a bad match. Wasn't expecting it to necessarily be, but I wasn't expecting a whole lot, and given what was kind of given, I guess, for the promos and stuff, this is kind of the match we were going to expect to get. And yeah. Yeah. Chance versus the Cobra. Chance the Cobra versus Mike the Killer Kalinowski. It was a Korruption final. And yes, I would have preferred a dungeon final. Still a little bitter about that for personal reasons, but it was fine. I mean, it did. I guess when you're partners with someone, you can let stuff slide. In Kalinowski's case, whatever. But it was an interesting matchup. And first, of course, given it's a finals, it was a 5-rounder. Would I go as far as to say that this match overall was necessarily better, or as high octane intensity going in and during its own match in comparison? Not really. It might have been if we had the one I think a lot of us were wanting, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, we all, by this point, we kind of figured Chance would have been more than likely to have won, and I get to won that dang thing anyway, because he actually had a much harder road in getting to the finals in comparison to Kalinowski, because it seemed that things were just getting easier for him as his progressed, it seemed. Or at least it seems luck would have it that way. But of course, he's no stranger to the game itself, and so of course it was bound to be easy for him anyway. It's just, though, it makes me sad that of the matches it was Greg Apples, even though Zipper had a potential possibility. It's just the who said it thing was bullcrap and all that. But anyways, as far as this match was concerned, it was interesting to finally see how they were going to do the questions, or at least how it would finally showcase itself in a pre-recorded setting for the round 4 that they've been starting to do since and now thanks to this, we kind of see how it's going to be done. We also get to see how the questions will, I don't know if they're going to edit or not, or if they're going to leave it like it has been, and for the live stuff, I don't know how or if they've edited down the stuff for the Star Wars matches since they've put them on YouTube or not. But and I don't know if they'll do that for the live event stuff later on, but we'll see how that goes as well. And of course, fingers crossed, my boy does pull out the win against Chandra in the main event for coming August 7th. Winner, of course, will, as of the results of this whole thing, will be having to face Cobra Chance Ellison. I'm trying to remember who had Spinner's Choice are right now, but it mostly just wound up going. It was good enough that it at least Chance had been ahead, and of course Kalinowski once again made his little comeback thing in the 3rd and 4th rounds, with him pulling ahead by at least 2, it seems. So it was more neck and neck, especially given what's Chance. It was expected, as a good championship match should go. It goes to Chance hits his 2. By that point, Chance hits his 2. I think he missed a couple, couldn't hit a couple of the questions, and I guess got one of them wrong. And it seems that Kalinowski may have missed one of his questions. Answered all of those, but I think missed at least one of them. Not sure how well Smets is going to do in that, since he's new to that. I'm hoping he's studying up for that and had seen that match, and now he knows what he's to expect when he goes in. Since this is the best way he's going to be able to do it, given the virtual stuff anyway, as opposed to doing it the buzzer way, which we know he can still do really well with that, as it was what took Kalinowski out in the first place. But now he's got that. Now we'll see how he does with that, and the same with Chandru. We'll see how that goes with that. But that's what's going to determine our spectacular, is once that main event for the August 7th pay-per-view. Schmoedown Throwdown, that is. More on the recent one later, and especially what will come of that for the undercard to the Smiths Chandru, but that will be another video. And overall, I did enjoy this match for what it was. I still felt underwhelmed. I mean, for me, it's nothing to worry about. As long as Smets still has a belt, nothing to worry about. Chandru does. I don't know if he'll retain. I don't think he'll retain against Chance. But I mean, I still expect my boy to do well. So. Sure what's the deal with the lighting in this thing. It's gonna keep going in, on and off. It's being weird. But anyways, I mean, they pulled it off. They didn't pull too many punch. I mean, despite the whole thing of them doing the vacation thing as a sort of a bit, the actual match itself was nothing of the sort. But which is what I was hoping for, and Chance managed to pull his 5, and it just kind of came down to if Kalinowski could, and he was unable to do so, even with the repeats. So, not sure I would have gotten it anyway. So it's what I would just, it's whatever on that, but. Well, I mean, just other than that, it was a fun it was a good match, and for what it was, but I would still, with everything going into and coming out of those finals, the Star Wars one sadly is the better one than the IG one, which I feel it's more just some people who are hoping for Parker to be there just being so underwhelmed, I guess. Like myself, I guess, that in such a way, I guess, that wasn't as exciting, despite, Chance did finally getting his due diligence, but the thing is, Chance has been doing this for 3 years now, and he's finally getting his due diligence, I guess. And that, the thing is, how he's played here, he cannot play against either of those players, either Chandu or my boy or Smash, because he can't. He may have to play, if he's going to play him, he's got to play him like he did Parker, or if he's going to give him a proper match anyway. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes, and we'll see how that throwdown goes, and see if my boy does it as he should. And and everyone is expecting it just as well, especially even more so given what we've seen from the exhibitions, at least especially more so, or at least one that has been public, one that hasn't, and the other, well, that's hopefully not something he can shake off. And though it was more of a showcase for Parker, then it wound up for Smets on that one, I'll say that. So, and it's just a shame that never fully came to fruition going into these tournament matches. So I was worried about what happened in the Goddard match going into the Chance one, and it wound up happening, and more so because it was spoiled on a Twitch thing, so which sucks. But that's what's happening. But anyways, what did you think of the match? Comment below, let me know. As always, guys, keep it random, keep it rocking. If you smell what the movie trivia Schmoedown and Schmoedown rocks is cooking. Ooh yeah, dig it.